Hi, this is Haley Agra. I talk about how to invest in the Nisa account, your retirement accounts, living in Japan as a long-term resident, permanent resident, or a Japanese national. And I talk about all of these topics in English because I know that there is not a lot of individuals talking about how to do this. Japanese is a really hard language to learn, but there are ways to work around the Japanese system via going online to invest and bringing a friend to a bank to help you ask questions. But I'm here to talk about the most common questions related to the Nisa specifically and general questions about how to invest in Japan. So let's get started. First, we're going to talk about who, what, pros and cons, and at the end we're going to talk about how. So, who can invest in a Nisa? There are 2 accounts for adults and 1 account for children. So, under the age of 20 years old, you can see these numbers here. Junior Nisa up to 80,000 yen. You can invest in stocks and mutual funds for 5 years. Over the age of 20, you can see the numbers here. Quick note that these numbers can be subject to change, but I'll do my best to keep you updated on any changes. The ordinary Nisa, 1.2 million a year, and Sumitate is 40,000 yen a year. I have a bit, if you're wondering why I have a blanket around me, it's because it's cold and I want to be comfortable. I haven't been creating as much content as I would like for you guys on YouTube, long story format, but I'm here to be present and ask the right questions so you can get investing right away. What are the pros of a Nisa account versus any other account? When you buy stocks and you sell stocks, you make a profit, usually. Sometimes you make a loss. So let's say you were to buy, in Japan you have to buy 100 stocks at a time. So if you buy 100 stocks of Nikkei 225, and over the course of 3 years, you make some profit. You decide to sell it, and you not only get the money back that you invested, but you also get what you profited from the stock going higher, from the stock increasing. You will have to pay 20% in fees for your profits. So if you put $100 in, and in a few years it came to a total of 200. 100 is what you contributed, 100 is what you got back. You have to pay $20 and you only get to keep $80. That's a pretty big chunk of your profits. The number one pro for having a Nisa account is that you get to keep all of the profits for free. As long as you keep your investments in the account, the Nisa account, for 5 to 20 years, then you do not have to pay any taxes on your profits, which is awesome. The cons of having a Nisa account is that you have to keep your money in for that extended period of time. So whether you choose the 5-year, the general Nisa, or the 20-year Sumitate Nisa, you have to keep your money in the stocks for that period of time. You can't sell them and take the money out. And if you do, all you have to do is pay the regular taxes as if it was an individual account. But if you put money into this account, make sure you do not touch it for whatever period you decide to have the money in. Another pro with the Nisa account is that you have options. So if you invest in the Sumitate Nisa, you have a choice of mutual funds that you can pick from. But if you invest in the general Nisa, you can invest in not only mutual funds, but ETFs, including index funds, and individual stocks, which is great. You can really personalize your stocks here. And I'm going to say a disclaimer here. I'm not a professional financial advisor, but I am speaking from experience. I've been investing for 3 years now, and I have a Japanese boyfriend. So I'm doing all of this research to help him and help you get investing as soon as possible. Because not only do you get to take in all of the amazing benefits from compound interest, but you also learn some amazing money defense and offense strategies by investing. All I like to do is talk about money management. I'm a bit of a personal finance nerd if you haven't realized that already, but I'm here for you as a resource, so please reach out if you have any questions. With that being said, let's talk about how to actually open up the account. You're gonna have your Zydu card, your number card, any kind of personal identification. On Rakuten Securities, it asks for your name, your phone number, date of birth, and also a picture of your driver's license if you have one. You will have to do some of this on a phone, and it says it takes about 5 minutes to set up, but if you're translating it, it's gonna take a little bit longer. Make sure you have Google Translate downloaded on Google Chrome, and you can right click when you're on the browser and say translate to English, and it will be automatically translated into English for you so you can better understand it. Once you have the account open, it'll take a few days to accept your account and make sure that you are qualified to open up a Nisa account. After you open up the account, make sure you set up automatic payments for whatever you can contribute for a month. So once you choose your account, you're going to then buy stocks. You can buy stocks by looking it up in the search bar and clicking buy. I'll have another video describing in detail how to actually buy stocks within Rakuten Securities so you don't have to struggle through all of the Japanese and translating alone. With that being said, please let me know in the comments if you have any other questions. I am so happy to be having you guys as an audience, and I'm really proud of you guys for coming through all the way to the end and understanding who the Nisa's for, what it's for, the pros and cons, and how to actually invest. I am looking forward to hearing your stories about how your profits increase and how you become more financially stable. We're all about talking about personal finance and gaining confidence. So let's fist pump, like, subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day here in Japan.